everybody, it's Melissa. My scent of the day today is Blue Agave by Precious Liquid. I have 9 sprays on me, all right? And that was not intentional. I was trying to do a scent of the day video and I had to retake it 3 times. I initially just wanted to do 3 sprays of it, and you guys know how I typically do it, 1 behind each ear and then the back of my neck, and kind of just rock it as a skin scent. But those videos did not go as I planned, the first couple, so the last one, I posted it on, on YouTube Shorts, but that's the reason why I got 9 sprays of this fragrance on me right now. And it's not too much, you know, it's like too much for the wearer. At least right now, I'm not getting nauseated by the scent. It's not too strong to a point where it's really putting me off, where I want to wash it off. But the reason why, and if you watched my last video, I dropped a hint that I would be wearing more of Blue Agave this coming month, is because I've been wearing salt and pepper for a while. I still love salt and pepper, but there's just something about those really fresh, fun, sexy, summery fragrances that always gets me. And when I wore Versace Pour Homme the other day, I was like, yeah, this thing, it smelled really, really good. Love that fragrance. Highly recommend it. And it kind of reminded me of when I did wear Blue Agave the first times that I did have it in my collection, but I just kind of stashed it towards the back just because I know somebody in person that does rock Blue Agave, but hear me out. He wears the 50 ml, the original version of it, and this is the limited collection. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wear it. I'm absolutely gonna wear it. So what does Blue Agave smell like? I still hold true to the example I gave of taking a body shot on the beach. That's what it smells like. It smells like agave. It has like a sea salt sort of vibe. It has that lime. Like, just picture the summertime. You're there with somebody you're really into and you guys are just taking body shots off of each other before, you know, the beach patrol comes and tells you that, hey, you can't drink any alcohol here. You know, so that is what Blue Agave reminds me of. Now, this is marketed as a unisex fragrance, but to me, in the opening, it is a bit more masculine, and in the dry down, it becomes more unisex. So I do know that a lot of women that have worn this fragrance, they love to use it as a gym fragrance, and that is just so perfect. This is the type of scent that if you wear it, like when your body starts to heat up and you're kind of getting a little bit sweaty and you already have this fragrance on, it makes it even sexier. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the heat mixes with this fragrance, it just takes it to another level. And what I also love about Blue Agave right here, because people always ask me the difference between this one and the original, the smaller version of it, this one, they just doubled the concentration. So the smell is the same, but the performance is even better. And the thing is, the original already has good performance. I could still smell that bottle, that version of Blue Agave on me for over 7 hours, but they did not come to play with this one right here. So this one definitely will push past 12 hours. I remember I was talking to the perfumer. His name is Richard Herpin, who was the guy that made Oud Wood by Tom Ford. And he lives in Florida. I can't remember exactly which city, but he said he wanted, when he came out with Blue Agave and Turquoise Water and Aqua Oud, he said his idea of it is, I want a fresh summertime fragrance, or a fresh fragrance that's gonna last in the Florida heat. That was his main thing. He's like, I don't want it to be something that it has poor performance. I want it to last. So that is what this fragrance is built for. If you live somewhere where it's really hot, where it's really humid, you love to wear freshies, but you don't like the standard longevity that fresh fragrances have, which is between 3 to 5 hours. There are some that last much longer than that, but those are a rarity in of itself, and that's basically Blue Agave. So I think note-wise also, there's some bay leaf in it. Well, you know what? I'm sure it's there, but to me, it just smells like fun. It smells like tequila shots, like everything. You know what I mean? It's just a really good time. And I do think that fragrances like this are extremely versatile. So even if you were to wear this in the office, it's not going to be off-putting. You know, it's not going to be the same as wearing something like a Versace Eros or a party fragrance in the office where people can kind of pick up, all right, that might not be the right setting. This one can absolutely be used for party settings, but if you want to go intimate with a date night wearing Blue Agave, it does have that sensualness to it that draws people in. And it also just smells really good if you were to just wear it as your signature scent. So this is the type of fragrance that I recommend more, because people always ask me, salt and pepper or Blue Agave, which one should I get? I typically recommend Blue Agave more for those people that are constantly asking me that, because Blue Agave is very pleasing to anybody and everybody, right? Salt and pepper is specifically to like the female nose. Like that, women just love that one, but guys are just so thrown when they get it. They're like, it's so not special. But with Blue Agave, I think that whether you're a girl, whether you're a guy, there's an understanding as to why this fragrance smells so good, and you know, like why it would be worth it to have it in your collection. But let's talk about reasons as to why it would not be worth it to some people. First thing is the price tag, all right? This fragrance is $275 for a 75 ml. For a majority of people out there that are not in the fragrance community, that is way too much. Typically, even for those people, over $100. Designer fragrances are already pushing the bill, you know? So that's a big thing that we have to take into consideration here. But I'm not going to tell you whether or not that's worth it, because everybody's pockets are lined differently. You know, there are some people that, shoot, they drop $500 on a 50 ml fragrance because they can and because they're not tripping about it. So the budget of it, totally up to you. Now, this is not a sponsored video, but I will tell you guys, I do have a discount code if you want to use that. Buy wherever you feel comfortable. If you want to go on any discount sites, you want to do that. I do have a code, it's Melissa40 for $40 off of the limited collection bottles. And I'll put that information pinned in the comment section below and in the description box. And if you want the regular versions of any of their regular scents, it's Melissa10 for $10 off. But that is the cheapest that you can get any of these fragrances anywhere. And that just kind of goes back to, if you've been with my channel for a long time, when I first started talking about salt and pepper, before the brand found out about my videos or knew who I was, a lot of the traction was coming from my followers that started DMing the brand, and they're like, okay, so like to kind of give back to my followers, they wanted the people that were watching from my channel to get the best deal out there for the fragrances. And again, that's not me just trying to push a code on you guys. You guys can use what you want, but I just think that's super sweet of him to just do that for y'all, give you literally the best price out there in comparison to any gray market site, any discount site. It's not going to be able to beat that Melissa 40 code. So that kind of warmed my heart when I heard about it. But y'all, you can get a sample. That's one thing to work around it. I'm not going to tell you guys, oh yeah, go blind buy a bottle if it makes you uncomfortable or if it's too pricey for you. Of course, you can grab a sample of it, see how you feel about it, and then go back later, purchase it wherever and however makes you feel the most comfortable. And that's the smartest way to kind of go about it before making that decision. But I do know there are some of you like me in the beginning of my fragrance journey that I was like, screw samples, dude. I'm down for the bottles, you know? So I didn't really have any buyer's remorse when I would get them. Just like I knew whether I would like them or not, that I wasn't going to trip too hard about it. But that is truly the only con that I could see making this fragrance not worth it, is of course the price tag. And if you're new into the fragrance game, prices of upwards of $250 for niche fragrances is unfortunately very common. Like it's not, whenever people are telling me, oh, like this fragrance is $315, isn't that absolutely crazy? I understand how it's crazy, but it's just, at the end of the day, this is kind of like a luxury hobby for a lot of people, and they don't mind spending upwards of sometimes even close to $1,000 on a fragrance, you know? So make the decision on your own, but the best thing that you can do is grab a sample if you find it interesting, and then making that decision later on if it's something that you truly like. But what else haven't I covered? I said performance, upwards of 12 hours. Compliment factor is definitely there. This goes in the Elysium direction. If you guys remember me talking about Elysium, where It's like a life of the party fragrance. You wear it, people just love it. All around you, they just love it. I do think that this one does have a touch more sexiness than Elysium does. Elysium is just more of like, you're fun, oh, everybody loves you type of fragrance that everybody gets down with. But this one, the closer you get to it, the more that it kind of dries down. Like if you're having a party at the beach or something, right? And then all of a sudden it's bonfire time and you were wearing this right before you got there, and throughout the entire day when you were playing beach volleyball or you were swimming and you come out the water, the salty like beach water, and you still smell like this plus that salty water, and then you're by the bonfire making marshmallows, just hanging out with some good people. It's gonna smell really, really sexy, especially if you find somebody there that you're kind of interested in and you guys are like talking into the night and you got that dried out of blue agave on you. It's so good. This fragrance is really good, and I'm not gonna let it hide in the shadows any longer. So I'm super excited. I smell freaking fantastic right now, y'all. It's a beast. But anyways, let me know what you think of this fragrance. Again, I'll put all of the information discount code wise in the the comment section and the description box below. But if you've tried this fragrance, let me know what you think. And if you've tried this one and the 50 ml, let everybody know your opinions on that as well, because the price for that one is less than this one right here, significantly, by like over $100 or something. So that could be a good option there. All right, so anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.